and
That's
Sen's face on the doll and the Annie and all that.
Most kissed girl. How many mouths have...
Over 500,000 people, million people have been trained. So 500 million people's lips have touched her.
That's crazy.
And the story is: did she have an affair? Was it a young unrequited love? Did she commit suicide? Was she a peasant that came to the city and got into the bad hands
of people? Was it an accident?
Was it an accident? We'll never know. But there were so many poems written about her. One is called "The Washing Corpse." It was inspired by the mask. Rilke is a poet, I think, from France. Richard Gallion in the 1900s wrote "The Worshipping of the Image," was about a young poet who shuts himself away with the mask in isolated woods and his crazy spiral from there. In 1931, a French writer, Jules Superiel, or something, I can't say these right, and I sound like an idiot, but wrote a book tracing the thoughts of the 19-year-old girl as she floated dying in the Seine, which was based off the mask. There was a German actress and novelist. Her name was Hertha Pauli, and she liked to think of the woman killed herself because of a jilted lover. And there was several other poets have mentioned her, written songs about her. I mean, she's even in a Michael Jackson song. So even to our lifetime, her legacy is going on. But we talked about the masks, and I just wanted to just throw this in there, that the Lorenzi family were model mask makers. That was their family's business. And they would hire people that would make masks, and the person who cast the mask for her, for the Mona Lisa of the Seine, did it out of their place. And now it's hanging on the wall with casts of Mozart, Dante, Napoleon.
The original mask? The
original mask. French revolutionists and her. And she's the only unknown person in the whole place.
That's crazy.
It is cool.
I know they've looked at different death masks that are old, and they've tried to find DNA, like hairs, to verify.
Right.
It's not like the mask, Caesar's death mask. They wanted to make sure it was actually of him, and it looks a lot like the busts that were made of him.
Right, so it looks like his face.
Right.
And that's why they said they did those masks, so that they could mold the faces after their death. They'd have a thing to make a mold out of.
I believe they did a mold of Abraham Lincoln after he died.
Bet.
And they did George Washington. I know that. And there's been a lot of people that have had it done over the years.
Yeah, and it was they were making death masks until the 50s, I think. That company was.
There's I think Robespierre. He was a French guy, pockmarked face. Mm-hmm. They did one of him too, I think.
Did his pockmark show up?
I think so.
Ew.
Yeah.
God, can't they just smooth those out for the poor guy?
I know. Really.
Do a little Photoshop in the casting room.
Definitely makes him look sinister.
Yeah, I bet.
He has a very sinister looking mask.
But that's the story. That's
sure.
the story of her, and how she's basically, because of her death, she's actually helped save so many lives. Yes. And there's so many, a girl with no story and no name has more things written about him than I ever will.
For sure.
No one cares about me. They care about this girl that they don't know that drowned.
I care about you.
Well, I know you do.
Forever.
Okay. But that's the story of the most kissed girl in the world. I just thought that was super cool because...
It is.
Because you don't know what happened, and you can kind of... I think that I like this... I think the story of her falling in love with someone that's married and it not working out, and then she jumped into the river.
I think she was poisoned.
You think she was?
Yeah, I think it was malicious.
Maybe the unrequited love was like,
something.
You can't let my wife know, and I'll poison you and dump you in the river.
Or smothered her, because I think if she was smothered, it wouldn't leave marks either.
Right. And once you're in the river, depending how long you're in there, how much can, you could get banged up in the river. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't know what's going on. But the river's real murky and gross. So, no one's going in there for a swim, I don't think.
Not on purpose.
Not on purpose. So, however she got in there was not of good reason.
Mm-mm.
So.
Nope.
That's the story. That's my episode.
Alrighty.
So we have several ways to contact and be in touch with us and be engaged with us.
For sure.
Yeah. So you can reach us on our Facebook, our TikTok, and our Instagram at the Cousins Real. At the Cousin Weird. I don't know what her name is. I've had champagnes.
Yeah, if you have any suggestions of things you'd like for us to cover, any spooky places or spooky events or spooky people, just let us know. Hit us up.
Tell us, because we want to hear about it. We have lots of things lined up, like ideas of what we want to do, but we want to know what you guys want to hear. So reach out to us at thecousinsweird@gmail.com to share your stuff. And
let us know what you think.
Yeah, let us know. Review us. If you are on Apple and you can do a review, do that for us. Let us know what you think. We want to know. We want to hear what you think. We want to know what you love best about the episodes. What is the best? What's your favorite part so far that we've talked about or covered, or what was the funniest thing you heard us say?
We were pretty
probably on accident, because we didn't mean to say it, but it just came out.
Because we're pretty fluid. Colleen, like, I'm older than Colleen. I'm a year and a half older. And when she was born, I was 1.5. And I've loved Colleen since she was born. And she's been my best friend forever. And we never fight or argue or disagree. We just have one of those relationships.
Yeah, and I would not be potty trained to this day. If it wasn't for Margaret, I'd still be peeing my pants. So you can thank Margaret for my continence. And knowing my ABCs. Because she taught me how to pee on the toilet, and she taught me my ABCs. So I wouldn't be able to read right now if it wasn't for her.
I'm sure someone else would have taught you.
No, I wouldn't have listened. There's a reason why they made you show me how to pee on the potty. I wasn't paying attention to anyone else.
Like, ooh, Margaret's doing
it. I'll do it.
I'll do it too.
So I hope you have a great week, and make sure you creep it real.
Bye-bye.